Hey everybody, it's Penny Shelton here on Sunday, July the 15th, and really felt like coming in and making a video today. First of all, to say how happy I am to be welcoming so many new members to the Raw Food Rehab Community over the last 4 or 5 days. The main source of the influx of new members is coming from the Raw Food Community Give It To Me Raw. I know some of you may be members at that community. Give It To Me Raw was the brainchild of a very good friend of mine. You may know Drew Proet, who originally started off as a blogger at WeLikeItRaw.com. That site's still around, and he's getting ready to do some interesting things with that site that I'm looking forward to finding out about. But he started Give It To Me Raw as one of the really first substantial legit raw food communities on the web. And I think I was like in the first 20 members to join that website back in 2007. And I will tell you that in its early stages, that website was popping, dropping, and locking. I mean, it was where it was at. And I gained so much of my own personal inspiration, motivation, and ideas from Drew and the whole We Like It Raw, Give It To Me Raw crowd. And I'm still really good friends to this day with so many people that I met initially on that website that over the last few years have been able to meet one way or another, maybe at a Raw festival or at a speaking engagement or something like that. But that site really was foundational in my personal journey with Raw and Living Foods. And Drew had a vision for that site when he very first started it, and I mean, it's continued to grow. I think it has something like 16,000 members by this point, but he made the decision that it's time for that website to close down. And I mean, if you've been a member over there and you've been active at all, you know it gets pretty crazy. I like to say it sort of reminded me of a college campus that was filled with freshmen, and there's no policemen and no professors, and it just sort of had become a free-for-all. And mainly it's because Drew has just not been on board. He's not been present. He is the CEO of the CLEAN program. I don't know if you're familiar with the CLEAN program. You may have heard, it's a New York Times best-selling book by Dr. Alejandro Younger called CLEAN. And Drew's the CEO of that company, and they have really awesome cleansing protocols. Now, it's a little bit more mainstream. It's not raw vegan, but it definitely takes people from, you know, the processed bad food lifestyle and brings them more into an understanding and a knowledge of what it means to eat clean. It's very much, they're very into raw food and gluten-free, and they still incorporate some animal protein in some of their recipes, but I mean, it's definitely a program that I can see why it's really gone gangbusters, if you will. They have, like, I don't know, way over 40,000 members on their community site. So if that sounds like something that resonates with you, you should go check it out. Check out that book, CLEAN. But Drew has got his hands full, and he is such a, I like to say he's a social architect. He has a way of bringing people together, and he is just on, it's time for him to move forward. And the community, he's really thought about this for a long time. I know he and I have been talking about what was going to happen for at least the last 8 months or so, and I know he hasn't made the decision lightly. So to those of you who are new to Raw Food Rehab, we really are happy to have you with us, and we look forward to just to getting to know you, and I know that each one of you bring your own unique specialness to the community. You all have your own special information, gifts, and ideas, and we look forward to that. I've recently made some changes to our community house rules, and that might be something for those of you that have even been around for a long time. You might want to check that out. I think some of you will like it. I'm definitely still asking for you all to keep in mind that we are a family-friendly site. We have members as young as 10 years old. We have lots of moms and dads who allow their kids to get on. We've got even a place for kids to go. It's the Chill Zone, and really we like being a family-friendly site. It seems like it flows a lot easier. There's a lot less controversy. I'm just kind of keeping that as one of the ground rules. And then we also ask people not to promote their business, not to promote their websites, and to not solicit. And that's the number one thing. If you have something that you would like to an idea that you'd like to pitch to me, or if you'd like to share some information about what you're up to with me, I would love to get to know you and to know more information about what you're up to. But I like to reserve the right to be able to promote people once I've had a chance to get to review who they are, what their credentials are, and what they're up to. So just no soliciting. And other than that, we're all cool here at the Hab. So really happy to have you. One of the things I'm working on right now is, it's probably one of my favorite books that I've ever written. It's called Real Juice Daily. And it started off as basically the journal of my 3-month juice fast that I did back in 2008. And I've been going into that book and making a lot of revisions and edits, and I'm adding a lot of things, and I'm making it much more user-friendly in that it's going to have an index and it's going to have a recipe section. And so I'm just about finished with that new book, Real Juice Daily. And so what I want to do is, on this month's roll call thread, we always do a roll call at Raw Food Rehab every month. It gives me an idea of who's kind of hanging out, checking out the website. All you really do is you just come and log in, give us a heads up that you're in the house, and tell us your name and where you're from. That way we kind of know who our captive audience is. And if you do that this month, you come and register at our monthly roll call thread, I'm going to put your name into a drawing for the almost ready to be released, brand newly revised, 2nd edition we'll call it, of Real Juice Daily. We also talk about some liquid fasting as well, you know, smoothies, blended soups, lots of recipes. I think you'll want to get that. And I'll have it at a special price for all of the members at Raw Food Rehab. So the only other thing I wanted to share, just on a personal note, my dad's been not doing too well. Some of you knew that he had been struggling with his health and was having some weird blood tests about 1.5 years ago. And so we got a official diagnosis a couple months ago that it is in fact leukemia. It's called CMML for those of you who are familiar with it. It's pretty common in aging men especially. And so it's been a little tough. My dad's always been super strong and very active, very healthy, and he's not been getting around so well. So I've been going, he's got a lake house about 1.5 hours from Tulsa, and I've been going and helping him harvest his amazing, beautiful tomatoes, if you've seen those posts, about every 3 or 4 days. So I'm keeping my hands and mind and heart busy right now with my dad. So if you send me an email and I don't get right back to you, just know that I'm doing my best to keep on top of everything right now. And I just really feel like I'm the only person that can watch over him and caretake him and really see him through this uncharted territory that we're traveling in. So I just appreciate your love and your thoughts and your prayers. Howard Collins, 82.5-year-old master organic gardener, one of my best friends. He's an amazing man, and I have him to thank for pretty much everything you see. He's really something special, and so I'm just hoping that this part of his journey is going to be as easy and pain-free as possible. So guys, you know I love you. And sorry for those of you who are new members that had to lay a little heaviness on you there. But you know, it's life. We all have it. We're all dealing with some aspect of life that maybe is a little bit challenging right now. So that's why community is so awesome. And I'm glad to have you as part of our community here at Raw Food Rehab. I love you. I'll see you soon. Bye.